Hey guys, today I want to talk about relationships again. And this is why a lot of relationships don't work out in the Philippines. And a guy wrote a great comment the other day. His name was Vinny Phillips. He commented, Vinny Phillips 452. He wrote, the reason why some relationships don't work out for expats could be Western guys want it all. No compromise. If you're not willing to be a little flexible, relationships won't work no matter where you live, he says. And I tend to agree with that. I see a lot of guys come here, and it's not a huge percentage, but it is quite a big percentage where the guys no compromise. They want what they want. They just stick to their guns on everything. There's no compromise at all for the girl, and the girl, after a while, they're gonna get sick of that. They're just not gonna deal with that. I noticed that the relationships that have worked, that I've seen in our group, or lasted the longest. Not all relationships weather the storm and last a lifetime, let's face it. I mean, we all know that. Most of the guys over here have been through quite a few relationships or quite a few marriages or whatever. They haven't worked for one reason or another. It could be because of that compromise thing. It could be because of other things. But the ones that usually end the quickest are the ones where there's no compromise and the girl just gets fed up with it and won't deal with it. And over here, I'll tell you something. When Filipinas feel like they're being kept down, after a while, they're going to fight back. And they're going to fight back 10 times harder than you stuck to your guns on that compromise. They're going to really let you have it. They're going to come out with, everything blazing. And you're gonna feel it. Trust me, you're gonna feel the pain. And you're gonna be like, gee, I wish I gave a little compromise. I wouldn't be in this spot today. Some of you guys won't get it yet, and you'll be like, well, off to the next one, because I'm not gonna compromise and give in just because she's doing this here. You should have gave in a little bit a long time ago, because by the time you get to that point, it's already way too late. It's way too late. The compromise has to start at the beginning, and you have to understand and tell her also that she has to be willing to compromise too. And you need to have that talk. You need to set up those boundaries, and she needs to have boundaries too, and you have to be fair about that. Girls also should be setting up boundaries in a relationship, saying, hey, I want this, I want that. And then you have to talk them out and say, well, how about this here? You can't just throw out a whole bunch of boundaries for the girl and not expect her to have some boundaries and some rules too. She's obviously going to have some rules, and that's fair. That's fair in a relationship. A relationship should be equal for the most part. A lot of guys that come over here, they go by the old school thing that, well, all Asian girls are supposed to be subservient. They're supposed to be doing everything for you. A lot of girls will, and that's a good thing. But also you have to give to them a little bit too, to have that. You can't just expect them to be the all-giving wife, the perfect wife, who puts your shoes on in the morning and all that stuff. I mean, a lot of us are lucky in that respect. A lot of us guys here are really lucky. But when you find a woman like that, you got to give to them too. It's got to be give, take all the time. It can't be just take, and that's it. There's no compromise. I'm not willing to give in on anything. When she says she doesn't want to do something or she wants to do something, listen to her sometimes, because she's crying out to you that she wants that thing. She wants to do this here. She wants to do that there. Or she wants to do this here. But set the boundaries down, especially with friendships and stuff like that. Some of the boundaries that you have to mark here are a lot of the girls here like to go out with their friends, and that's where problems begin. When they want to go out with their friends and hang out with their friends all the time. I've seen this in quite a few relationships. A lot of guys have told me this here, that when they get out with their friends, that's when trouble begins. That's when they start seeing other guys, or they meet somebody and they're like, forget this guy here, I'm going to move on. And that's whether you're married or not. So be careful about stuff like that. You want a girl that's going to be like a homebody. And if not really a homebody, but a person that's going to stick to her man. There's red flags, but there's also green flags in relationships. The green flags, somebody just mentioned this the other day. I can't remember who it was. It was actually one of the people commenting, the subscribers. And he said, look for the green flags too. A woman that sticks by you, that wants to be with you, that can't wait to get back to you, that misses you all the time. Things like that. There's a whole bunch of green flags out there too, if you think about it. we tend to focus on the red flags and we don't look at the green flags. I've noticed that a lot of the expats here always look at just the red flags. They don't see the green flag waving right in their face. Hey, it's me, I'm here, I'm Mrs. Right. They don't see that. They really don't see it. A lot of these guys here, it's kind of sad. I remember years ago when I was living in the United States, I had a couple of friends of mine, and one of them was dating a Filipina girl, and he was so focused on the red flags that he didn't see the green flag. There was a couple of red flags, but there were minor things that could be fixed. And the girl ended up getting married, and she was the perfect wife. And later on, he told me that he regretted not marrying her. He regretted not marrying her. And that guy was so happy, the guy that married her. And to hear it from a guy that was seeing her before, and he didn't see the green flags, but he saw the red flags. We don't think about the green flags. Think about the green flags. Focus on the green flags, guys. I've seen so many guys let go of perfectly good women, decent, kind, loving women who work hard, but because they stick up for their rights once in a while, I don't want to deal with her. She's too this or she's too that. All women are going to stand up for their rights for the most part. There are some really quiet, passive women out there, but there's not many. Okay, and I don't want a woman that's so passive that she doesn't speak up for herself once in a while, because I want to know how she feels. I want to make sure she's happy. I don't want her to give in every time because she's passive, non-aggressive, and she's just always giving in, and she's giving a piece of herself all the time, and then she's unhappy after a while in the relationship. So remember, look at the green flags. Don't always focus on the red flags. Focus on the green flags too. The green flags are out there, guys. And just like Vinny says, the reason why some relationships don't work out for expats could be Western guys want it all. And trust me, a lot of them want it all. They want everything. They want the sex on demand. They want the housework done on time. They want the woman to, do everything for them. Like I said, relationships should be 50-50. And sometimes the relationship's going to be 90-10. And that can reverse sometimes. So remember, when you're sick, it might be 90-10. Yeah, you're helping her with money, but she's helping you all around the house, getting things for you and doing things for you because she knows you're sick. At some point when you're better, you got to pay that back. Maybe she's going to get sick someday. So remember, try to keep the balance in balance. That balance is a delicate balance, and you guys got to kind of pay attention and focus on those things. Don't just focus on the bad all the time. Focus on the good. Look at the green flags with women out there too. And especially you guys that are already married and stuff like that, pay attention to your woman. Give her the love she needs, and make sure you're there for her. Take her out and say, hey, listen, I want to take you out for the weekend. Let's go away for the weekend. That's what being a man is. A man is not just being in charge all the time. Do something for your women sometimes too, and they'll do more for you. Most of these women are always doing something. The Filipinas are probably the greatest for that, but keep it in balance. If you don't keep it in balance, you're going to lose that woman. There's a good chance you'll probably lose that woman if you don't keep it in balance. I think that's why a lot of Filipinas end up getting separated or divorced or something, even from the Filipino men. Things are not in balance all the time. And that goes for expats too. It's not in balance. You got to keep that in balance. It's a delicate balance. It's a delicate dance. Anyway, guys, God bless. Take care. I hope you enjoyed today's show.